something that would make the application score higher is to have some matching funds. So we've had some discussions with the Public Works Director and with the City Manager and came up with this proposal that's before you. So these are two separate votes. One, to vote again to do what you did last year, but another that's very new and very different, which is to fund the off-site improvements, and that is essentially the replacement of a sewer main that runs through city property and is now the responsibility of the manufacturing, of the housing cooperative, but then would become the responsibility of the city.
Questions from the committee? Public councilors? Oh, Terry. Thank you.
This entire system, on-site and off-site, was built by, I'm assuming, a contractor who built the mobile home park. Is that right?
Yes, I assume, and I think in the 60s.
And so the 2,000-foot off-site line that goes from the park to Route 9 that hooks up to the regular sewer, that isn't connected to any of the other houses or lots?
No, it is not.
And that's probably because it was a private line, right? Okay. And both of these, reading through the notes, are probably not today up to current standards as far as...
Quite far from it, and unfortunately during the past year began to show some problems.
Right now, we're having only problems on the on-site part and not on the off-site part, but what you're asking is that it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and replace the off-site and use that as a method to provide the matching funds that would give you more points to get the grant this time around. It might not, the grant may not be coming around again.
I'm quite concerned about the future of the Community Development Block Grant Program. This year, they don't even know the budget. They won't know it until the sequester ends. So, yes, so I see this as the last best chance. Not only would it help as a match, but it's also worthwhile doing it itself, just to prevent problems from arising. If you're going to fix part of the system, it makes sense to fix the rest of the system as well. And this is a problem that is not going to go away on its own.
So if we were to redo the off-site part of it, might that not open up a possibility for new customers along Base Hill Road towards Route 9? There are several lots that aren't built on yet. Right now, I assume the people who are on Base Hill Road are hooked up to a different system or have their own private system.
I would have to defer to the Public Works Director, but this system is not connected to any other homes other than the Base Hill Cooperative.
But once we were to redo it, it would become city property or city responsibility, and then we could hook up new service to it.
Well, I would think so legally. Whether that's practical would be a question for the Public Works Director.
Yes, John.
Certainly the Public Works Director could probably explain where the line actually runs, but my recollection is it does not run down Base Hill Road. It runs through some property that's been provided to the city over the years, given to the city as part of a development interest, and the city now has that land in ownership, which is an interesting situation from the point of view that now that it's on city property, in essence, there's only a small portion of it that's not on city property, and that's really mostly what's in the park itself. So we would actually be working on a line that actually goes to the park, and we'd be working on city property for the most part. This project, though, is very compelling from the standpoint that if we don't take some action, if this grant is not forthcoming, and the city doesn't help to make this application as strong as it possibly can, we run the risk of this park closing. The people that live in the park do not have the money necessary to make the improvements. We've recognized that over the last several years, and there's quite a number of people that live there. And the absence of this, a system that works who could actually put their homes in jeopardy. And so I think the city would want to take that into consideration and assist in any way that they possibly can to keep people in their homes and to keep the park a viable option.